Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome to Neat Designs. So today we are going to learn how to create this awesome modern navigation menu with HTML and CSS. So without any further ado, let's dive into it. So in my editor, I have these two files open called markup.html and styles.css, and I am using Atom by the way, and I have a package called Emmet which allows me to use shortcuts to write efficient HTML and CSS. So first of all, in markup, let's create a basic template. So I'll type this exclamation point symbol and hit tab. So Atom allows me to create this basic HTML template. So in title, let's type awesome modern navigation menu, and after that let's link our CSS file, so styles.css. So for this example we are also going to use some icons from the font awesome. So let's go to fontawesome.com and let's scroll down and click on this download button here, and let's scroll down and let's click on this free for web button. So it will download the icon zip file. Okay, so the zip file is downloaded. Let's cut it and let's go to our project folder and let's paste it, and let me extract it here by saying extract here. So I extracted the zip file and renamed the folder to font awesome. So let's go into that folder and let's go into the CSS. So we are going to use this all.min.css file. So let's say link and font awesome slash css slash all.min.css. Okay, so that's all for the head. Let's move on to the body now. So in body, let's create an element called aside. So in aside, let's create an h2 which says menu, and after that let's create 5 link items. So I'm going to use Emmet here. So let's type a square bracket href is equals to hash, so they will remain on the page. We need 5 of these, and inside that we need I elements. Okay, so there we go, we got 5 link items and I insert them. So let's create some spacing so it will be easy to work on. So now I will show you how to use icons from the fontawesome.com. so let's say Google here in the search bar. So now we are going to use this search icon or Google logo. Let's click on this start using this icon and let's copy this code and let's paste it here. Let's save it and let's see what we have got. So as you can see, our h2 and the icon is loaded. So I have already copied 4 more icons code, so let me paste it here. So I have copied 4 more icons code. So one is for Google Play, one is for Drive, one is for Maps, and one is for YouTube. So let's type the respective text in it. So the first one is a search, second one is a Play Store, third one is a Drive, fourth one is a Maps, the fifth one is a YouTube. Okay, so let me save it and let's show you what we have got. So we have got this h2 and these icons. So now let's move on to our styles and let's turn this ugly page into the beautiful one. Okay, so now in styles, first thing first, so let's remove the unnecessary margin from the body. Okay, and now directly target the aside and let's set the width to 300 pixels, height to 100 vh, so it will be 100% of the viewport height. And let's get the background from the uigradients.com, and I have already pre-selected one of the gradient color, so it's called reef. Here it is, and let's copy the code. Let's copy it, let's close it, let's paste it. Let's save it. So here you can see we have got the gradient background, beautiful. So now let's say border top right radius 75 pixels. Let's set the font family to this Roboto Mono and sans serif as our font. Let's give them some padding. So 30 on the top, 0 0 on right left, and 24 on the left. So after setting the padding, you can see our aside is no more of 100 VH. So to make it, I'm going to say box sizing border box. So now as you can see, the scroll disappears, which means our aside is exactly 100 VH. Okay, so now let's move on to our H2 and set the color to white, or we can say white. Let's say margin 0 on the top, 0 on the right, bottom of let's say 15 pixel and 0 on the left. Maybe we can say 24 pixel on the bottom. Okay, so now let's move on to our links. Let's say aside A, here also let's say aside H2, and now let's remove the text decoration from it, color to white, let display them as a block. Let's add some padding on that. So let's say padding 10 pixels on top and bottom and 15 on each side. Let's set the font size to 14 pixels and let's set the position to relative, so we can absolutely position pseudo elements later. So now let's set its hover state. So aside A hover. So the first thing we are going to change its color. So let's grab one of these gradients color, background of let's say white, and let's say border top dash left radius is equals to 21 pixels. Let me copy this and paste it here, and let's change the top to bottom and let's save it and let's check that out. So as you can see, we have already got this beautiful hover effect. So now let's target the pseudo elements. So let's say aside A hover and then before. So let's set the content to blank, position to absolute, width of it to 42 pixels, height to 42 pixels as well, 0 from the right, negative 42 pixel from the top. So let's say top minus 42 pixels. Let's give it a background of red for now so you can see it. So as you can see, our before element is showing up. So now let's set the border bottom right radius to 18 pixels. Oh, right spelling is not correct. So as you can see, we have got this border radius. So let's copy this whole thing and let's paste it and let's change the before to after. Let's change the top to bottom and border top right radius to 18 pixels. So as you can see, both the pseudo elements are showing on hover. So what we need to do now is we need to round this. So can you see this blue background behind these pseudo elements? So now we are going to use a trick of box shadow. So to explain this trick, I want to show this example. So here we have a div with a class of box, okay, and I have set some basic styles on it. So I have set the background to cornflower blue, and also I have set the border bottom right radius to 30 pixels, and also I have declared box shadow of 0 on the horizontal, 30 on the vertical, 0 for the blur and 0 for the spread, and the color is coral. So as you can see in this example, the box shadow is also rounded off because this box has a border radius. The box shadow is inheriting it, okay. So now we are going to use this trick to create the effect we want to create. So let's say box shadow. So 0 for the horizontal, 21 pixel for the vertical, 0 for the blur, 0 for the spread, and for the color we are going to use the white. Okay, so now let's save it and let's check that out. As you can see that blue background has gone now, and we are only seeing the red on the top pseudo elements. So now let's copy this thing and let's paste it here, and instead of saying 21 pixel we are going to send minus 21 pixels. Okay, so as you can see that blue background has disappeared now because we have set the box shadow on the pseudo elements. So for the final trick, let's change this red background to transparent. Let's save it. So as you can see we have got this beautiful hover effect by using box shadow and border radius. So that's it guys, we have created this awesome modern navigation menu with HTML and CSS. Hope you have enjoyed this video and learned something new, and if you learned something new please click on that like button and also subscribe to my channel and also share with your friends, so it will support my channel to grow. So that's it guys, see you soon, until next time, goodbye.